I got the news that you can use. I know you guys was waiting on this epic moment, you know, because everybody keep asking me to produce the receipts. And I'm about to do just that, because I'm about to tell it like it is. My name is Tiffany. Tell it. I got the news. Tell it about corruption. Tell it.
She doesn't want to run. She doesn't want to be a politician. She wants to be an entertainer. This is all she just wants to be an entertainer. She doesn't want to be a mayor. No one behaves this way. She wants to entertain. She wants to sing and dance and do that goofy shit.
I just want to get on here real quick. It's not going to be long-winded, guys, because I'm going to go on that platform and speak, but I have a whole you dig for you. I ain't even going to say what it is. I want you to go look at it, check it out, so you can actually get a different perspective, because all this fake news, they got to chill with all that. I need you to see it for what it is. I'm giving you a different perspective. I'm giving you some truth. I'm giving you some facts. I'm giving you some receipts. You know, things y'all keep asking for, even though, you know, as though, how can I say this? People want receipts, right? Y'all want them, but it's just gossip to y'all when y'all get receipts. When I have receipts, I give it to the real people. What's a shame is why we ended up in court. This October warrant list, October 3rd, 2022 warrant list, when Trustee Jason House and this clerk right here, Clerk Key, went to the bank to remove me off the bank account. Let me tell you how deep this gets.
Jason House, a current member of the Board of Trustees, was not a signer on the bank account at all. And yet, he has repeatedly signed checks without authority. That's a fact. It's documented. He's spending thousands and thousands of the village's dollars without authority from the bank. He's committing bank fraud.
She accused Jason of signing checks illegally, so committing fraud. Okay, so this is some of the key points from the video. This was a political, you could say it's an attack ad. You know, it happens. Everyone has different attack ads for the people they're going back and forth with. This is, I don't know if this is a video to try to get herself out of jail, because the feds ain't looking for this type of stuff. They're going in and figuring out what's going on. But let's put this in the term of politics, right? So these are the key facts of this situation. This is Tiffany Hayard trying to address some of the financial issues that's in Dolton. So this is her view of what's going on. She is saying that you shouldn't really listen to Lori Lightfoot, and you shouldn't trust Jason House, right? It's a critical view of Lori Lightfoot investigation. Why investigate her when she had issues in her situation when she was a mayor?
Lori Lightfoot's not interested in fact, but in spectacle. She's interested in political theater that's going to help her, not the people.
A coalition of aldermen and community groups is slamming Mayor Lori Lightfoot, accusing her administration of misspending discretionary funds from the federal Pandemic Relief CARES Act. The group says Lightfoot spent millions on police and ignored other issues.
One pot of money that we had that was flexible funding, the one pot of money that could have been used for small business support, for housing relief for our neighbors, to help prevent violence in our communities. That's what we're talking about. And of that 470 million, 284 million of it went directly to the Chicago Police Department.
You know, a mayor who's run out of office, as she was, in large part because of financial mismanagement, being called upon to be the investigator of another mayor's fiscal decisions? That's pretty much the same thing as asking a fox to investigate the henhouse.
She's suggesting that the Lori Lightfoot probe into the Dolton's finances was more about political spectacle than substantive investigation. Much of the investigating findings were already available in routine village audits, which some people believe that, you know, Lori Lightfoot didn't necessarily bring anything new to the table. But that still doesn't stop the fact that Hayard is still responsible for some of this stuff. She's the mayor. She's running the day-to-day, but whatever. Then she is saying that she has been reportedly kept off the village bank accounts by the Board of Trustees, requiring her to take legal actions to regain access. That was 2 years ago. This is when she was winning lawsuits and bragging about how successful she was. Things have changed dramatically at this point. And she singled out Trustee House because she's running against him, singled him out for unauthorized spending and alleged involvement in financial fraud, including bank and check fraud. Now, she didn't talk about the details of this alleged financial fraud. I don't know anything about it. If anyone has information, email me, but I don't know anything about it. But she basically said, allegedly, that he's unauthorized spending and he was involved in some kind of financial fraud, including bank and check fraud. That's what the lawyer said. But if the lawyer said it, she said it, so I say it's both together.
He's spending thousands and thousands of the village's dollars without authority from the bank. He's committing bank fraud. He's committing check fraud. She's proved it in documents. There's matters pending in court. He's been told to stop doing it, and he still doesn't. Again and again.
Y'all didn't do nothing, but I guess it's good, huh? Because everybody got their hand in the cookie jar. So all I'm saying to you is all I try to do is protect the residents, speak out, tell y'all what's going on. I've done nothing wrong. I never do anything wrong because I grew here, as I always say. The rest of them flew here. Tell the people what the feds got you for them. Why was they at the healthcare custodian, which you worked at, and you was over the bank account, over right here at the U.S. Bank, and they walked you out, took your computer, seized your stuff. Talk to him then. You want to tell him? Talk to him. Tell the people. Talk to him. They right here. Right, exactly. He's not going to tell his stuff, but I know his stuff.
And she's claiming the trustees are putting the village in financial jeopardy by misusing funds and initiating costly legal battles. I mean, at this point, everyone is lawyering up. I said the lawyer's always making the most money in this situation. And then they go into Lori Lightfoot's own financial mismanagement, trying to attack her character because of the issues that's going on. Now, I would say for the Inspector General of Chicago, I made a video about this, actually. The Inspector General said both Lightfoot and Brandon Johnson made her job difficult.
Disturbing new allegations from the watchdog office of the Chicago Inspector General. Did the mayor and the city's law department try to hold up investigations to keep negative information from becoming public?
At bottom, whether we can allow City Hall, the mayor's lawyers, to choose what people and programs and information is susceptible to oversight and which isn't.
In this 17-page letter to the chairman of the Committee on Ethics and Government Oversight, IG Deborah Witzberg complains that under both Lori Lightfoot and Brandon Johnson, the city's law department has picked and chosen which of the OIG's administrative subpoenas they would comply with, cited attorney-client privilege to avoid handing over embarrassing documents, and insisted on having its lawyers sit in on sensitive interviews.
A very disturbing trend by this administration using the tools of government for their weaponization and political purposes.
But it's a big difference between being a mayor and investigating the village. Again, this is politics. This is all politics. Throw dirt in each other's names. But I don't know if that's enough to do anything to get people to move past the new rapper, superstar, super mayor compared to Jason House. She's saying this to create doubt, just like the knife situation. Yeah, in terms of her political skills and handling on how to even do this, what you call it, dealing with the political, she's not good at it. This is 5 days from voting. This is too late. Early voting has started, I think, since the 10th. And then you drop that video of you rapping with, you're talking about you're starving out the board, but you're feeding the people. I don't know who's running her campaign. That's what it seemed like. That's what the lawyer was saying, that Jason House committed fraud by signing checks he wasn't authorized to. Apparently he was told not to, and he decided to do it anyway. That's what the lawyer is saying. This is basically an attack against Jason House and Lori Lightfoot. I don't know if that changed anyone's mind. The details, it just seems like it was a lot of, yeah, well, he did this too. Oh, he's corrupt. He's holding Hainiard back. And I think this is what is Hainiard's defense when the feds pull up. When the feds pull up, she is going to try to explain that I didn't do any of this. I didn't sign any checks. I don't have my names in the credit cards. I didn't buy anything. It's on everyone else. I don't want my name on the credit cards. Look what the trustees did. Look what Jason House is doing. I'm innocent. That's her defense, at least when the feds show up. So it's a difference. I guess there are two different battles. Her trying to save her political career, which I don't think she is. And the second, trying to save her herself not being in federal prison on, were you responsible for any illegal activities when it came to the money that was coming in from the village? But the only people who have the final say will be the people who are voting. The people who are going to vote for the new mayor. What are they looking at? Are they watching this stuff? Are they tired of it? They maybe have already voted. How many people still think that Hainiard is the person that can lead the village of Dolton in the next 4 years? How many people exist in that village right now? We have no idea. Listen, it's possible she can win. I know that may not seem to be likely. Stranger things has happened, right? Like I keep saying that. Stranger things has happened. Yeah, she's just a horrible communicator. Horrible. No sense of there's no strategy here. There's nothing. She blurts out a lot of stuff. She talks, she'll talk 15 minutes straight without taking a break. She doesn't really say anything. She repeats the same talking points over and over and over and over again, the same sayings. It's just not, it just doesn't make it doesn't really change anyone's mind. Sometimes it don't seem like she listens. It's just a stream of words.